Today we're gonna go and explore about this whole Zutomayo secretive excellent Japanese rock group. Now the reason why I write it that way, well, purely is because I saw a couple of articles that just basically describes them as that. And I remember the first time I did my Zutomayo reaction, which is Byoshin wo Kamu, and reading a little short description on Wikipedia, it says that, man, this is secretive in nature. This whole band is secretive in nature with only Akane as a permanent member. So we're gonna delve in deep a little bit and we're gonna get into an article. So let me just go back to that original page again. Zutomayo naka de Lenoni. By the way, the Japanese name of this band is awesome though. Mayonaka de Lenoni. Shoo. That's like a very sexy name, man. Abbreviated in English as Zutomayo, is a Japanese rock group that debuted in 2018. It's secretive by nature. The group never released a full member list, crediting different people for music arrangements and music video production each time. The only recurring member is the vocalist, an unidentified woman named Akane, pronounced Akane of course. Now every time I listen to a new song of her or theirs, you can always feel that it's worked by different people. I mean, if you listen to Mabushi DNA Dake versus Kansaite Kuyashiwa, that thing is so uniquely different from each other. And I know a lot of you guys asked me to check out Dear Mr. F, and after I've checked Dear Mr. F in the album itself and comparing it with another slower track in the HISOHISO BANASHI album, which is Glass to Rum Raisin, you get another feel again. And because of that, you know, I think it's such an amazing composition of people that makes up Zutomayo that I felt it's just diabolical. The way Akane is putting this whole thing, by just having herself as the constant, she gets to explore so many other sounds that she wants to produce, and I think in overall it just worked. I mean, from the time that they debuted and she showed how technical she is, how technical the band can be, it just hooks you in and it makes you want to check out more. And when they deliver more of those music, wow, you can't help but to be impressed. So despite the little information released, the group is commercially successful. Man, this is one of those times where an amazing artist like them could release 1 or 2 tracks and just captivate the whole world just like that. Instead of like some other artists who had to work very hard and just build music after music, but doesn't quite get as much traction as those that just comes in with a heavy song and gets people instantly. So Zutomayo's 3 EPs have reached 8th, 1st and 2nd on the Oricon albums chart respectively. The group was also invited to perform at the 2019 Fuji Rock Festival a year after their debut. Now I heard of Fuji Rock Festival, pretty big show, pretty big deal. And after you have released 1 or 2 tracks, you get invited. Whew. Wow, that shows how much of talent and capability that Zutomayo has. Now aside from Akane, the vocalist, it is unclear how many people are within Zutomayo. Man, that is the cool part about Zutomayo. You know, besides Akane, nobody really knows how many people is inside. You know, you could possibly have someone who plays the flute as an instrumentalist, or someone who just, as we can see in Darken, plays with the television. That could be a specific instrumentalist in his own field, and Akane could just invite them over and just make a song out of it. So one thing that is very cool about this whole Zutomayo is that it has never called themselves as a band. Like, it has always described themselves as a project, as far as what I knew.